Hello everyone and welcome to DJ.Studio. This is the basic DJ.Studio course where we'll be discussing how to create a mix utilizing local files, your own music, right here on DJ.Studio. My name is DJ Carlo and I'll be the instructor for this round. The first thing you need to do is open up your DJ.Studio app, which you can download from the downloads page of the DJ.Studio website. Here at the home page, you'll be presented with a variety of options. Here you can find all the DJ.Studio Academy video links as well if you want to check them out. But for now, we'll concentrate on this button right here, Start New Mix. Here you'll see the option to create a new mix with local files or YouTube. For this round, we'll click on the local files button where you can import a variety of audio files into your DJ.Studio library. For now, to make things easier for everyone watching this, we'll provide you with a set of 10 songs that you can tinker around with. These songs are available from the download link in the video's description. Once you've finished downloading the tracks, hit the Add Tracks button over here and you'll open up this window. Now those of you who use DJ programs, you can easily import your libraries into DJ.Studio, which helps you look up the tracks you want to mix. When you find the songs you want, you can import them by hitting the circular plus sign beside each song and having DJ.Studio analyze them. But for those of you who don't DJ, don't fret, because you can also import the music straight from the containing folder. Now, it's important to mention that when you add tracks into your project, try as much as possible to have a concept of a mix in mind so you don't end up with a massively bloated library or a mix with continuously jumping BPMs. Having too much in there will cause DJ.Studio to run slower, and let's face it, having a hodgepodge of different genres and BPMs and the like aren't going to give you anything remotely close to a smooth mix. For this module, we'll utilize the latter method and import the tracks you just downloaded straight from the downloads folder. You'll see that you can either select the tracks from the window on DJ.Studio or simply drag and drop them into the program. Here's how you can import the tracks. And here's how to drag and drop them. Once your tracks are in, you'll see a prompt for Mixed in Key 10, another fantastic music program that DJ.Studio has teamed up with to create even more sonically sound mixes. However, we'll save the ins and outs of Mixed in Key for the Advanced DJ.Studio course. For now, you can close this window and keep moving on. Here we have all our songs on the DJ.Studio timeline laid out just like how we imported them. Up top, you can see that each song has already been given a pre-selected type of transition, while down below, you can see that DJ.Studio has done some of the heavy lifting and used its algorithm to try to string the tracks together in the best way possible to create a smooth, seamless mix for you. However, these songs are not harmonically mixed, meaning there could still be some dissonance while transitioning between tracks. Dissonance is essentially when two different notes don't sound good together, and there's a chance that this could be the case for our imported tracks. That's why we're going to utilize DJ.Studio's biggest feature, Automix. Automix essentially uses DJ.Studio's built-in algorithm to find the best possible combinations for your songs so that they sound as sonically in sync as possible once you've finished your project. Here, we can see the big yellow button that says Automix, and once we click it, we'll see a new window pop up detailing some things about Automix. There are more tabs here we can go through, but we'll discuss those in the Advanced DJ.Studio course. Anyway, once we click Automix, DJ.Studio will do some heavy lifting to find the most stable, harmonized order for your mix. It even tells you how many mix combinations it's made to find the best one. Anyway, hit finish, and we'll see that DJ.Studio has rearranged the songs by key, and also to an extent by BPM. From here, we can listen to what DJ.Studio has done on the timeline by clicking around here and pressing the play button in the middle. This way, you can check the transitions and see if they're up to your liking. From here, we can also play around with the transition types to find the one that best suits a segue between songs. Now, you may have noticed the Studio tab as well over here on the right. And man, this one really shows the power of DJ.Studio. So the Studio tab will allow you to edit your tracks, arrange their beats, rearrange the playlist order, and even customize your transitions to your heart's delight. Now, given that different songs have very different structures, it's always wise to check on your tracks and their transitions before moving forward. So to do that, let's have a quick look at the timeline here. Here we can select a transition block to tinker around with. We can also play this transition by pressing the play button down in the middle. Now, what if our transition is aligned but timed at the wrong spot? Well, if you left click on the transition block, you can actually drag it around the timeline until the beat snaps at the right transition point. You also have the option to shorten or lengthen the transition point by hovering your cursor over the transition block and clicking on these 4 dots here, or here to adjust the length. If we want to hear the transition again and again, simply press the repeat transition button over here so that the transition loops over and over. This way, you can focus on fixing the transition and making sure the timing is perfect. This will also help you with our next part, which is to really customize the transition. Now we'll see multiple tabs down here below, one of which is labeled Transition. Clicking on this, we can see the variety of options DJ.Studio allows us to do with each transition between songs. The team behind DJ.Studio has done some of the heavy lifting with a nice set of preset transitions as seen here on the left. But if you want to play around with them, you can go through the different settings for your transitions over here. This one will allow you to adjust the volume between the tracks like so. This one will change how the bass of each track interacts during the transition. And this one changes the filter between each track. Over here on the right, we have other fantastic transition effects you can try out as well, with my favorite being the echo one on the effect out button. Try playing around with them on different transitions and see how each one will change the dynamic between your tracks. It's always fun to try new things and see what results you can create. As you can see, there's also options for manual in each parameter. However, we'll take a deeper dive into all that in the Advanced DJ.Studio course. For now, we'll stick to the basics. Down below, you'll also see a tab labeled as Video, which will allow you to put animations with your music. Here you can also add different styles to your videos and also put your track's information on screen while it's playing. There's also an option to either lengthen or shorten the animation transitions between tracks over here. There's quite a bit to unpack here, so we'll leave the rest for the Advanced DJ.Studio course module. Now, if you want to create mixes using music videos, you can do so with YouTube videos on DJ.Studio as well. Be sure to check out our basic YouTube course to see how. Once you're fully happy with the order and transitions, you can head over here to the upper right side and hit the export button. Here, you'll be presented with a list of export options for your newly created mix. As you can see, there's a variety of options to export your mix. So for now, let's stick to local file, which will allow you to save your mix for your listening pleasure. Once you click that button, a prompt will show up asking you how you'd want to export your mix. If you want to save space, MP3 will be your choice, while WAV will give you a higher fidelity copy of your mix. Video, of course, speaks for itself. Below that, there's a prompt for re-pitch audio, and ticking the box here will ensure that your tracks, no matter how large the BPM change, will always stay in their original key. If you want your tracks to act like vinyl records, with key changes when they're played faster or slower, then keep this box here unticked. Finally, there's options to split the mix into separate files at each cue point to allow you to skip through tracks and to export a cue sheet for your mix, which you'd need if you wanted to burn your music onto a CD. Once you're happy with everything, hit export and wait for DJ.Studio to do its magic and give you a copy of your brand new mix. And there you go, you've done it, your first mix on DJ.Studio. I hope you had a blast creating it, and if you want to tinker around with your mix even more, Don't forget to save your project and to check out our Advanced DJ Studio course. There, like I said, we'll be discussing things like editing your tracks, customizing your transitions even more, adding videos to your mixes, and more. In the meantime, enjoy your brand new mix and keep up the great work.